This is where we're at. The poorhouse. I wonder if that's a play. Is that a play on names or what do you think?
I think it's incorporated, yeah.
Be done. We are Vinless. Finally, alone time without Vincenzo. He's a flake, right? Isn't Vinny a flake?
Sometimes.
He's a flake. He's a giant flake. How did he not know they were gutting his bathroom today? All of a sudden, oh, sorry guys, can't make it.
I think they were supposed to do it on the weekend, remember? They were supposed to do it, the demo when it was downtime, remember?
I don't really pay attention to what he says, so.
Oh, all right.
This is an interesting, did I see this sheath already?
I have a few of those.
What does that say? Sandal or what?
It's just part of the logo for the glove.
Oh, this is the mitt. That's right. This is the baseball glove. Yes. I'm gonna let you take those out, buddy. That's pretty light. Oh my God, which one is this?
That's the Dalibor.
This is the Dalibor.
Sole authorship. Prometheus.
Holy shit. And it's so light. He's come such a long way. Look at that. Sole authorship. So he made these, everything, all the materials, all the materials.
Yep. Because it's an integral.
It's an integral. I figured that.
So this is, I think he calls this Daltanium, which is his dark dye. It's got the Zerk in it.
I love it. Daltanium. That's awesome. What does he call the steel?
I think that's just his Damascus. Actually, that's his Sanmai.
He could call it Dalmascus.
Yeah, I guess he could. Yeah, maybe you gotta look at the rights for that.
Dalmascus. Oh yeah, so it's an integral. Yeah. Oh my God. I have two Dalibors, but they're like early, and man, he's come such a long way.
It's been like 10 years. About give or take.
Yeah.
You know.
So this is an integral. Look at the layering. I was wondering that. That's amazing. Like I'm assuming it's on ceramic bearings or something, right?
Yeah, and you should, like, as you open and close it, you'll see it's still like hasn't even been broken in yet. So
here's the lock.
What's cool? So if I don't know how good your lighting is, but you'll see a little bar inside.
I see it. Yep.
That is what That's the stop bar. So that rests right in this little nook right here.
So I gotcha. So is that like press fitted, or how do you get that in there? I see it's only sitting on one side. It looks like it's only sitting,
closer to the lock side.
Exactly.
I didn't know, so I asked him. I said, what is that little cylinder on the inside? And he said, that's the stop pin.
Makes sense. That makes sense. That's interesting. So now, because he's got that stop bar there, you know how they cut out the blade to go on the pivot?
Yeah.
I wonder how he did that, because if you had to create that stop pin.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw a few.
We're gonna have to take this
pieces
apart.
of him forging the Daltanium. Picture of him doing like a rough, like outside the blade. Then he went to Sasa's for torching materials. But I didn't see a ton of thank you, a ton of the work in progress.
She obviously doesn't know. She said this would be enough for us. That's just enough for me. That's okay. She's trying to keep it slim. Very smooth. He's centering, perfectly centered. What's the model called again?
Prometheus.
Prometheus. It's very slim. I love it. Very smooth. And there's nothing on this.
Sterile.
I love it.
Nothing on the inside.
And that's kind of brave because you know how knife makers, they want to put like their billboarding on everything. And this is a fairly new model for a Dalibor. Like if you showed me this, I wouldn't think this was a Dalibor because I know what Dalibors look like. And this is kind of like, I don't know, I haven't seen any of his new work lately, but this seems like a departure for him design-wise.
Yeah, from like his more, like kind of like the caster, which is more the war clip.
Exactly. I mean,
like,
yeah.
The Vega, and then he'll do like a kind of a complain grind, where it's more
yes.
a Kanto grind. Yeah, so this is definitely more of a Persian.
Persian style, yeah. I love it. How many of these has he made?
I don't know.
Maybe this is the first one. This ain't the first one.
No.
I love the steel. Look at that layering. That's so sick. I like how subdued sharpening choil is. Sometimes guys just make that so ridiculously deep and big it looks awful.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've had something from him.
What's a pivot? Is this the same? He made that too? Sheesh. Is there any kind of an insert in there, or it's just this steel?
Just the steel.
Wow. That's confidence. That's confidence in his lockup. Yeah, that's gorgeous. I'm like super close up on it. People are like, what are you doing, man? That is beautiful. That really is pretty. Dalibor Prometheus. Oh, even on this side. Very nice. I like this one. I don't like many of Brian's knives. I usually abuse them. And some of them are really nice, but I have nothing bad to say about this one. But there's another one coming.
There's another one.
There's another one, but I love this one.
That's good.
I'm always bitching about your knives, but this one, I love the pocket clip. I love it. It's like, I guess it's a bent, yeah, it's a bent clip.
Yeah, and I was half on the fence. I was thinking about maybe doing it with no clip.
No clip.
Because I was always pretty much going to ride in a slippy because of the materials.
Yeah, true.
You know, so I thought to myself, like, and then, I don't know.
But actually,
I didn't know where I was going to be in a couple of years. You know?
It's good though, because it's the same material, so it blends in nicely, as best as I can capture it. Yeah, really nice. My alarm just came up for my Planet Fitness core training, which I canceled.
Squall warning.
I saw that. I just saw that. It just came up on mine too. What's going on with this crazy weather?
It's gonna be 72 on Thursday.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, but rain. That's right. You're right. Awesome.
The next one?
Yeah, let's do it. First, I'm gonna have a delicious sip of this. I forgot what it was called. Do you remember?
Yeah, it's the
Oh, it's right there.
long winter's nap.
The long winter's nap. Tastes kind of like a mule. Let me wipe off my hands for this one. Yo. So if you guys follow Brian on Facebook or on Instagram, he's been posting. I'm not sure how much we captured, and this is going to be edited because we got like a squall alert, and I think my camera cut off. So we were talking about this Todd Fisher. Is this an Archangel also?
Yep. It's a 3.75. The other Archangel that he made have the same billet of sand mine. It's a 4-inch Archangel.
How big is this one?
3.75.
3.75. And you're saying he made this is his own billet of sanmai.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh my God, look at that pattern. You can almost see like...
And the core is like completely centered.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's crazy.
Very well done.
Like almost look like there's characters in there.
You know, he's been around a long time. He says it's the best steel he's ever forged. He's been chasing that specific pattern of sand mine for 15 years.
How many layers is that?
I don't know.
It's a ton. Look at that. That is, I mean, that is a signature Todd Fisher knife. And as you guys may notice, there is no billboarding whatsoever on the blade, but Brian just told me he does put his maker's mark, so you can capture it on the inside. Right there. I don't know if you can see that. Right there, Fisher. So again, I don't know what we lost. So this is Mammoth Ivory.
Yep, scales. And Chad Nichols Mokutai frames.
Mokutai, not Mokume, Mokutai.
Yeah, no, he wrote, somebody asked about that, said like it's not Mokume Gane, and he said no. After doing a couple of knives with it, they were coming back because it's so soft.
Yes.
So they would get like scratched up, and he'd be, kind of like doing spas and stuff. So
I like how he strategically placed the pivot kind of like in the swirl.
in the wave pool.
In the wave pool of the Mokutai. That is beautiful. Let's see if it's on the other side too. Yep. Look at that. The wave pool. I love that. Look at that. And the backspace is the same material.
Sandmine, yeah.
Gear pattern, is that what he called this? What do you call this thing?
No, I don't think he calls it that. I just think he calls it sculpted or
Sculpted?
Yeah. But that was actually, so he had the billet, right? So there was a 4-inch Archangel that he knew he was making out of the billet. Then he also knew he was making mine out of it.
Right.
And I was like, what are you doing with the backspacer? And he was just like, well, I hadn't thought of that. I'm like, well, if you have enough of the sand mine, that would be killer. And he was like, oh, let me go back to the shop. And, he's building a log home right now in Florida. And that's 2 hours from his old shop.
Wow.
So he is driving 2 hours to work on knives, and also he needs to be at the construction site where the new house is being built. So
wow.
It's a little bit, to have him doing anything right now is kind of a surprise, because I thought he'd be focused on the house.
Sure.
How construction is. So, yeah. But it was cool. He wrote me back I definitely have enough sand mine to do the backspacer.
That's cool.
That's gonna be cool. So when he did the video on Instagram, I think he said badass, like the backspacer is badass.
Yeah. And it is. I like how he did the pocket clip with a little window so you can show the mammoth underneath it. And it's also made of the same Mokutai.
Yeah, the other mammoth that he had done, he was pretty far along with, that had that issue near the bolster.
Yes.
It was dark.
Well, how old is it again?
So this one's 18 years.
Yeah.
I can't remember how old the other one was, but it had been in his inventory for a really long time. And he said, just as he was contouring it to marry up with the bolster, it chipped. And so he reworked the scale, and then that didn't. Then he actually made another set of bolsters. That didn't work, and then so finally he just sent me an update, and he said the best plans of mice and men.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Yeah.
And he sent me 3 photos, like 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
of this one, which is 18 years old, in there, and I picked those because I felt like the lines in it would kind of complement the sand mine.
No, it looks good. I love it. I think the bolsters, the double bolsters, complement the middle scale, so I think it's very classic.
I think I've seen him do non-S bolsters, see how these are S shaped.
Yes.
And so the Todd, the one that has the Eggerling Damascus, it's real dark. It's got the reddish wood in the middle. That that was the first time Todd Jr. did the S bolsters.
Mm-hmm.
He'd always just done straight bolsters. But I've never seen one from Todd Sr. that doesn't have S bolsters. Jewels and liners. He doesn't.
It's gorgeous.
All right, guys. Who is the BLT?
I am.
Okay, our food is here.
Thank you.
Thanks, dear.
Very welcome. Enjoy, guys.
Oh, that looks sick. That's just a grilled cheese with bacon. Brian got something, a BLT. But yeah, let's check out the action on this son of a bitch. I don't want to hit a chip. Very nice. It just feels expensive when you flip it. Archangel, look at that. It looks almost like an old-timey, is it a B-52 bomber? Is that what they call those things?
They did have the B-52 bomber, yeah.
Huh?
The B-52 bomber, yeah.
With the teeth, when they do like the shark?
Oh, no, that was a P.
Oh, what is it?
P, like a P-40, something like a P-47 or something. The Hellcat.
That's what it kind of reminds me of.
Yeah.
Look at that. All it needs is the eyeballs. God, look how gorgeous that is. All right, we're going to eat because our food's getting cold and our drinks haven't been drank. But I just wanted to do a quick video of B Dunn's latest acquisition. All right.